China. It is dealing with a COVID-19 nightmare. Over 80,000 tourists are stranded in Sanya, a town dubbed as China's Hawaii. The economy is slowing down due to zero COVID policies, and China's youths are facing a bleak job market. Let's first start off with the situation in Sanya. It's a popular beach resort town. Authorities have now cancelled all flights and trains from here. Travelers must present 5 negative PCR tests over 7 days to leave. Essential services like supermarkets and pharmacies remain open, but entertainment venues have been closed in the popular resort town. More importantly, these curbs come during the peak tourist season.
It's not quite like, I guess, the Shanghai lockdown where we couldn't step a foot out our door. But it seems to be a little bit more relaxed, but it's difficult to tell. Maybe that it could just be for people tourists that are stranded and stay at hotels. We've heard stories that the residents of Sanya that are in their apartment buildings might actually be having a more difficult time.
So we got a letter under the door last night saying from today there will be no swimming in the sea or walking on the beach. And that's confirmed because there's a security guard on the beach as we speak. I'm guessing guarding the beach so nobody goes on it.
As the world opens up, China is one of the only countries to follow a zero COVID policy. And in the recent few months, several Chinese cities have been under complete lockdowns. And this includes the financial hub of Shanghai. 25 million residents there were under a 2-month lockdown. And this zero COVID policy is already impacting the Chinese economy. China's economy contracted sharply in the second quarter of this year. Lockdowns have hit businesses and consumers alike. Factories have switched back to the slow lane. There is a slump in the property market, and job cuts are still plaguing the economy. China's national GDP target was set in March at 5.5%. This was before the COVID-19 surge led to the lockdown of its main cities. Economists have since warned that achieving the 5.5% goal is not possible. In fact, they predict that the growth will be around 4%. If it happens, it will be a first for Beijing. It has never missed a GDP target by this margin ever in the past. And this comes as China's youths have been desperate looking for work in a bleak job market. There are over 11 million new graduates waiting for jobs. Most of these graduates often come from urban families. They are the biggest winners from China's economic growth. For years now, economic growth was an important source of political support as well. The ruling party needs these graduates to propel industry development. But this year, China's job drought is a result of the zero COVID policies. The official unemployment rate in June for people aged 16 to 24 was almost 20%. The Premier Li Keqiang says the government hopes to generate 13 million new jobs this year, but he did not mention how many jobs might be lost to companies closing. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.